Hello viewers, I'm Khalil Ahmed. Modaraba sector plays a crucial role in the Islamic financing of Pakistan. To discuss the Modaraba sector, I am joined by Mohammad Shoaib Ibrahim, Chief Executive Officer of First Habib Modaraba. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Khalil sir, for inviting me after a long time for the Modaraba sector.
It's always pleasure talking to you. Always
Welcome,
pleasure getting your perspective about Modaraba sector,
Welcome,
since
sir.
you are one of the leading persons in this industry.
Alhamdulillah.
So let's talk about Modaraba sector's landscape. How is Modaraba sector performing? There are different rumors. Some people are saying that there are some Modaraba companies which are turning into companies, and there are people who are also saying that since the income tax exemption has been withdrawn, so Modaraba sector is in kind of financial crisis. Is it true?
Definitely, Modaraba sectors, there are few Modaraba has taken the exit from the Modaraba sector because of the withdrawal of the tax exemption, which was available since the inception of Modaraba rules and regulations. I am talking about from 1980. Modaraba was available for the tax exemptions if they distribute 90% dividend to their certificate holders. In 2022, the government withdrew this tax exemptions.
Say around 2 years ago.
3 years ago, and after this withdrawal of exemptions, few Modaraba they thought they won't be able to deliver or distribute the good dividend to their certificate holders. That's why they took over from market. They have I think they have the other opportunities to convert the Modaraba into Modaraba management company, into normal company. They thought they will be more better play in the market.
So it means earlier, if any Modaraba company offered 90% of their earnings to the certificate holders, they were exempt from the tax.
Yes.
But it is not any longer.
No more longer. Actually, if you go through with the structure of the non-banking segment, there are the two major segments in the financial market or the non-banking segment. One is the lending entities, which is the finance companies, leasing companies, and another is the fund management companies. Modaraba fall within the fund management companies. Their fund management company means asset management company, which engage with the mutual fund activity. Number two is a REIT management company, which is the REIT model engagement, and number three is the Modaraba management company. Mutual fund is still enjoying the tax exemptions from the Federal Board of Revenue. REIT also enjoying the same tax positions. They withdraw the tax exemption from the Modaraba sector only.
One thing which is beyond my comprehension, that is that, like, if you look at mutual fund sector, like mutual funds, like they invest in stocks and debt instruments, whereas Modaraba by and large invest in small and medium enterprises, the companies which are unable to get bank financing. It means Modaraba's role is more crucial vis-a-vis other sectors.
If you go back and if you go the history of the Modaraba sectors emerged in the Pakistan market in early 80s, where the government of Pakistan was planning to introduce Islamic financial system within the country, and they won't be able to convert the entire banking system at that time or to bring the Islamic banking. That they thought that they should introduce first the Islamic finance within the corporate sectors, and that's why the government issued regulations which is called the Modaraba Ordinance and Modaraba Rules and Regulations. Actually, in the Islamic finance, the Modaraba word is a partnership between the two parties. But Pakistan is only in a country where this Modaraba mode of finance has converted into a corporate entity. The only in Pakistan. This is a unique model for Pakistan. Now, coming back to the point that when the Modaraba was started, the Islamic finance was, I think, aligned on a corporate level. And what is the first regulation for the Islamic finance? Modaraba law. So Modaraba, I think Modaraba has the torchbearer to lead towards the promotion of Islamic finance within the Pakistan market.
I understand.
Yes. The Modaraba has done well in the initial periods. At the time when the Modaraba came in the Pakistan market, there was around 50 plus Modaraba was listed on the Modaraba sectors, on the Pakistan stock exchanges. Now, within the Modaraba model, Modaraba is allowed to undertake any type of business which is Sharia compliant. Modaraba can engage in the trading, manufacturing, financial services, even on the rental equipment also. The Modaraba has the multiple options. But one dilemma is that these activities can be done by any other company also.
So the main source of income for Modaraba is by and large leasing ijara, is it so?
Financial activity. Majority Modaraba is at the moment is listed on the Pakistan exchange. They are operating in Pakistan market. Majority they are engaged in financial services. Whereas the financial services can be undertaken by the banking also, non-banking also. If we talk about the mutual fund can be done by the only mutual company, nobody else. Like REIT business, no one can do the REIT business except the REIT management company. In the Modaraba, what the Modaraba is doing, any other company can have the manufacturing activity, can have the trading activity. Even the banking sector is also engaged with the financial activity. So, since the Modaraba has not the exclusive business segments, any other ventures can also engage with the segments. Therefore, the public thought that since they were having the Modaraba tax exemption, they were with the Modaraba sectors. Once the tax exemption withdrawn, they took away. They took the exit because they thought they can have their business, same activity business with the other model also. So they converted the Modaraba into a normal company.
So how do you ensure the growth of the company? Like generally people say that for Modaraba sector, if one has to ensure growth, it is quite mandatory that they need to move from trading to the manufacturing sector. Is it so?
Not really. Actually, recently we have the decision of Federal Sharia Board, where the court has issued the directives to convert the entire financial system into a Sharia compliant one. And after this segment, these decisions, I would say that every conventional financial services that has to be converted into a Sharia compliant. They have also, State Bank of Pakistan also given the directives to the banking sector also. They have given the plan also. When we come to the non-banking segment, I think Modaraba model is the only model available where we can attract more new market players to come with the segments and expand their financial activity through the Sharia compliant mode of this Modaraba. We have one issue that as per the Modaraba regulations, Modaraba has to list first on the stock exchange, then they start their business.
Not without listing, right?
Without listing.
And at the moment, no new Modarabas are being listed on the stock exchange, right?
No. There are around 20 Modaraba is operating in Pakistan market, they are all listed.
No, what about the new one?
If new one, they want to come to the Modaraba sectors, they have to first list their entity to the stock exchange. Now, listing is not easy process. When you're offering to your certificate of shares to the general public, they go through with what performance you have given, what profitability you have already drive, what dividend you have distributed. They go for the history. Then after the going to the history and performance, they subscribe your shares.
I understand.
But in Modaraba, the investor is completely blind. They don't know about the history, the performance. The commencement of business once allowed when the Modaraba is listed on the stock exchange. So this is a big dilemma, and we already requested to our regulator SECP, and we suggested that if we first allow the Modaraba as a private Modaraba. Modaraba should work for 3 years as a private Modaraba, then as per the
Without
condition.
getting it listed.
Yeah,
right?
getting listed. And once they have done 3 years of the business, we will see that how they performed. And after the performance, they go for the IPO to the general public. So this is beneficial for both the entities, both the investors and sponsors both. They will go through, sponsor will go through how much they are successful for the ventures, and the investors, they go through after 3 years of performance, the venture is doing well. Then they will come and invest in the Modaraba. So this proposal is with the commission, with the SECP. They have already made the amendment in the particular law, but the law is stuck with the Parliament and the National Assembly. Now this is I think once it is allowed, it's a private Modaraba. I think there are a lot of companies will come to enter in the Modaraba segment to start their businesses.
And there will be monumental growth also, right?
To start their businesses on the Sharia compliant one.
Right. As far as Modaraba is concerned, like you guys raise funds through certificate holders, right? What about the foreign investment? I remember way back in 90s, IFC provided kind of credit line.
Certificate notes,
right?
Yeah. Income notes.
Right.
Yeah.
So like foreign investment, how interested are the foreign investors in terms of Modaraba companies?
Because there are the two types of the foreign investment within the market. One, foreign investment can be done through the Sakra account, which is available. Any investors through the Sakra account can invest in any listed entity of the Pakistan Stock Exchange.
Right.
But we have a lot of shareholders, outside shareholders. They have invested in our certificates, we call Modaraba certificate or Modaraba shares, and they have the dividends every year. The one foreign investment that they can come to this platform. Number two, the engagement through the equity or through the loan arrangement. In Pakistan market, you know that our parity, PKR dollar parity is very volatile, and lenders and the borrowers, they are reluctant to borrow in foreign currency, because today I borrow from the I can borrow from any lender or the outside. When I borrow from, I have to pay back in a dollar also. And this is very risky, because the State Bank is not allowing to hedge my foreign currency borrowing. So this is a huge risk for my ventures. If I borrow today the dollar of 280 rupees, and God forbid if dollar goes up in 2-3 years, then I have to pay back the profits and the currency difference also.
I understand. Being one of the most successful CEOs in this sector, how do you differentiate First Habib Modaraba in the Modaraba sector? How is it different from other Modaraba companies?
I think since we are day one, we are in the financial services activity, which we call the lending business. Now the lending business needs patience first. Number two, the correct judgment and the sound and strong assessment of the borrower. You shouldn't be greedy for the rates. You shouldn't be for the customer chase. You have to play in the market in a very calm and quiet way. This is the key, because if you go through with several companies like leasing companies, at the time, one time we had around 40 leasing companies operating in Pakistan market. We had around 50 Modarabas in Pakistan market. Even we had multiple investment banking. If we study these segments where they collapse, there was one common issue was the non-performing portfolio.
NPLs, right?
NPLs. And why it went wrong? First, the greatness of the rates. They should charge high rates. Number two, weak appraisal of the borrowers, and on a very short of time they wanted to make the bigger. Of
They want to be rich overnight, right?
Yeah, rich. Yeah. So this is that was the issue, because when you have the financial sectors or a financial entity, you have to go in a very prudent manner.
That's right.
Steady and slow progress. You cannot jump. And in Pakistan market, the non-banking segment is more difficult than the banking sector also.
I understand.
Yeah, non-banking is very, very, very delicate, because there is a very minimum margin for your lending portfolio. So you have to be very selective, and you have to be very prudent also.
I understand. So there's no doubt that as far as Pakistani market is concerned, Islamic finance has the future. So what kind of role could Modaraba companies play in the days to come for the economic growth or economic activities of Pakistan?
In Pakistan market, we have the two major issues. One is the financial inclusions, and number two, to engage the SME sector for the formal sector within some formal sectors. Now, 1.1 is financial inclusions. We have around 25-30% financial inclusion, and around a huge market available which is not engaged with the formal sectors. There are two reasons of not engagement of the formal sectors. One is they don't want to be formalized. Number two, they have no faith on the conventional systems. Now, those they don't have faith on the conventional system. The Modaraba model or Islamic finance can play a great role to engage them to a formal systems. I think bank can't reach everywhere. Even bank cannot engage with the SME sector also. Modaraba being a non-banking segment, or any company which is engaged in the non-banking segment, they can penetrate in Pakistan market. We have seen recently in Pakistan market, the telcos are doing very well through the money transfer business. We have seen also that few digital lending companies emerge in Pakistan market. They are doing very well through the technological engagement. Through the AI-based credit scoring also, they are doing very well. And one segment is very, very important, that the trade activity, to penetrate in trade activity, particularly commodities trading, is huge in Pakistan market. We have no storage, we have no warehouses. We need to expand these sectors through the engagement of Modaraba or through the engagement of the non-banking companies also.
I understand. Well, it's wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, viewers, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining.